Okay,
This conference will now be recorded.
it started. Okay, thank you. So in yesterday's class, we discussed about the touch command, find command, umask, chmod. Right. So these are the four commands we discussed. Mm. See, using the touch command, we can create the files. Using the find command, you can search the files or directories. Based on the umask value, the default permissions are going set. We discussed about that how to change the umask value, how to display the umask value, and we saw that the permissions based on the umask value, the permissions are going set. And using the chmod command, we have changed the permissions, right? So now we'll connect to that server, and we are going to discuss about that some more commands, right? So already I'm in this EC2 PEM files directory. There you will see PEM file is there, and you can execute this command. Okay. So it's taking time to connect. So let me open another terminal. Sometimes it will take time. Or let me open new session. Go to the desktop. There you will see that EC2 PEM files, and you can execute this command. Okay. Okay. So meanwhile, let it connect. So we'll discuss about that other commands. See, we have created a one file devops.txt with the ec2-user ec2-user. So for this particular file, so the owner is ec2-user, right? Now ec2-user is moving to that other project. ec2-user is moving to the other project, or he is leaving this company. So whatever the files or directories ownership of this ec2-user, I want to change the ownership. I want to change the ownership. So for changing the ownership, we are going to use that chown command. Chown, change owner. So chown, the new owner name. So you have to give that root, because I'm changing the ownership from ec2-user to the root owner. And for which file or which directory you want to change, you have to specify this one. This is the syntax. Okay. So it has connected. See, now after connecting, if you want to confirm whether you have connected or not, just type that uname command. After that, you can see that Linux is the output. Then only you have to practice the commands. Yesterday someone pinged me. Okay, so they they didn't connect it to the server. They didn't connect it to the server, and they are executing sudo su hyphen. Okay, so they are saying that, sir, I'm not able to switch because you didn't connect it to the server first. Okay, so here, see, if you see some files are there, some directories are there. For a devops.txt, who is the owner? ec2-user. I want to change the ownership. So for that one, we are going to the chown. Ch means change, ow means owner. So I am going to give the root. Root is the one username. Suppose if I give Bhaskar, will it work? It is not going to work. Why? Because Bhaskar is not a valid user. See, Bhaskar is not a valid user. because there is no user called as Bhaskar in this Linux server. Still, we didn't created any users, guys. So by default, once if you create a EC2 instance, it is going to create one normal user called as EC2-user, one admin user called as ROOT. Later, I will show you how to create your own users with the administration commands. Okay. So right now, what you have to do, whatever the users are existed, those users you can use it as of now. Okay. CHOWN root is the username. It is available and devops.txt. Devops.txt. Just execute it. See what it is saying. Changing the ownership of devops.txt operation not permitted means as a normal user, as a normal user, you are not able to change the ownership. Even though you are the owner of that particular file, you are not able to change the ownership. Right? See, EC2-user is the owner to this particular file. EC2-user is the owner to this particular file. And you are trying to change the ownership, but still you are not able to change the ownership. If you take in your our daily life, you have a one bike. You want to sell that bike. Okay, so to whom you need to sell, that user has to be exist in the live, right? So that's what. See here we are trying to give that Bhaskar user. That Bhaskar user is not there, right? So that's why we are giving the root user. Okay. Yourself, can you transfer that ownership to that other person to whom you sold? It is not possible, right? We need to contact to the RTO. Yes or no? That is what in India. I am not sure about other countries. You have to contact to the RTO. Same way here, even though you are a owner of this particular file, you are not able to change the ownership. Then who is able to change the ownership? As a root user, right? Switch to the root user. So if you want to switch to the root user, what is the command, guys? What is the command to switch to the root user? Sudo space su hyphen. Sudo space su hyphen. Is there any difference sudo space su and sudo space su hyphen? Is there any difference? No difference. Difference is there, na? Sir, here hyphen is there, here hyphen is not there. Just if you observe, I will execute both. So right now, I'm in EC2 user home directory. Right now, I'm in EC2 user home directory. Right. I'm going to execute sudo su hyphen. Observe, it is switched to the root user, right? And this is the root user home directory, right? I will ask one question. So already you guys got the answer, but I'm going to ask one more time the same question. What is the root user home directory? A slash B slash root C slash home slash root D. None of the above. So many people are giving that B is the answer. Some guys are giving that still A is the answer. So guys, so whoever gave that A and C, those two guys are the failed. Okay, you have to pay the exam fees, and next time you have to write it. So whoever gave the answer B, they got passed. They has to distribute the sweets to others. So whoever failed candidates. Hmm? Can you send that sweets to me also? Hmm? Rasul. Rasul has given correct answer. Hmm? See, already I have executed PW recommend. So guys, this is the correct answer. Slash root is a root user home directory. Forward slash is the root directory, or we can call it parent directory. Root directory or parent directory. See, root user home directory is different. Root directory is different. Okay, so this is one of the interview question, guys. Same answers. Okay, the options, same options they have mentioned. Clear? So now, if you observe, if we execute the sudo su hyphen, it will switch to the root user and it is going to point to the root user home directory. Okay, and it will load that root user configurations. Now I will log out. Now you can execute sudo su. Just sudo su. I'm not going to give hyphen. Hit the enter. So before that, just check that pwd. So you are in the EC user home directory. Now you can execute sudo su. See, it switched to the root user. Okay, but is it pointing to the root user home directory? No. Is it loading root user configurations? No. So sudo su hyphen, it will switch to the root user. It will point to the root user home directory and will load the root user configurations. But if you use sudo space su, it will switch to the root user. It will not point to the root user home directory and it will not load the, it will not load the root configurations. You got the difference? Yes or no? It is very important question. Okay, many times they ask this question also. Clear? So now if you see here, some files are there, some directories are there. I want to change the ownership to this particular file. Very simple. chown new username. Okay, and for which file have to. Now if you type lsfnl and see, it has changed. It has changed. Okay, so Srinivas is asking, can you just execute su hyphen? We'll execute that one later. Okay, if you execute su hyphen, it will ask the password. Do you have password for root user right now? No. So when we are going to discuss about that administration related commands, see here we have one command called as su sudo. That time we'll discuss. Wait until that time. Okay. So now I have changed the ownership. So can we change the ownership for directories as well as? Yes, it is possible. chown. Okay. Root DevOps directory. So if you give like this one, what will happen? Is it going to change the ownership to subdirectories as well as, or only DevOps directory is going to change? Only DevOps directory is going to change. Okay. If any files inside this DevOps directory or any subdirectories in this DevOps directory, it is not going to apply. So if you want to apply to the subdirectories and files which are available in DevOps directory, you have to specify that capital letter -R, capital letter R, you have to use it. R means recursive. Okay. In this case, it is going to change the ownership to all the files, subdirectories, and main directory. Now, if you check it, see, it has changed. Even if you go and see in the DevOps directory, see, for test.txt file also has changed. Test.txt file also has changed. Clear? So, using the chown, you can change the ownership for files and directories. I want to change the group also. I want to change the group. So if you want to change the group, what you have to do? We are going to use that chgrp. chgrp. Change group. Ch means change, grp means group. Change group. And group name you have to give. So do you have any predefined groups like root user? Yes, wheel. Wheel is a one group name. Okay, by default it will be there in all the Linux operating systems. And specify the file name. Okay, so file name or directory name. Just execute and see. Just type lsfname. See, it has changed the group name for this particular file. Right? Is it possible to change the owner name, group name with a single command? Yes, it is possible. How? chown username. So I'm reverting ec-user. Group name ec-user. File, which file or which directory you want. So now for this particular file, I'm reverting back again. Okay, so ec-user colon ec-user. Hit the enter. Now if you go and see, just type lsfname. See, it has changed. So with a single command, we can change the username, group name at a time. For this one, yes, it is possible. chown. I'm reverting back. ec-user. So you can use the -R. Then directory name DevOps. Okay. Just type lsfnl and see, it has changed. Now you are clear, right? Using the chown, you can change the ownership. Using the chgrp, you can change the group. If you want to change the ownership and a group at a time, you can use the chown username, group name, file name, or directory. Clear? Okay. So the next command is a cp command. Cp, copy. Brew coffee? No. Copying the files or directories from one location to another location. In Windows, what is the shortcut? We are going to use to the copy the files. Control C. Yes or no? Control C. So here we are going to use the cp command. Cp file name and destination directory. Directory path you have to give. This is the syntax. Cp file name destination path where you have to copy. Right. Next one. Cp directory name. CP direct name and destination directory path you have to specify. Here, when you are copying the directory from one directory to another directory, you have to use the term hyphen R. Hyphen R. R means recursive. Okay. If you don't use that hyphen R, it is not going to work. Okay. So let me check. See, right now in DevOps directory, if you go and see, only test.txt is there. I am going to copy devops.txt file into the DevOps directory. CP file name and directory. CP file name and directory name. So it is going to copy this particular file into this particular directory. Just execute it. Now, if you go and see in the DevOps directory, see, is there, right? So if you observe here for devops.txt file, who is the ownership? EC2-user, EC2-user. But after copying, it is changed to the root and root. Why? Because I'm copying with the root user. So if you want, you can change it to CHOWN username EC2-user colon EC2-user. So where it is available? Which is available in the DevOps directory. So you have to specify the directory name. Clear? So this CP command is going to work with normal user also. Okay. See, now it has changed. Oh, I have changed it to the test.txt. Na? One second. CHOWN EC2-user colon EC2-user inside DevOps directory is there. DevOps.txt. Now you can log out. Okay, just type lsfnl DevOps. See, for DevOps.txt file, EC2-user, EC2-user. Clear? Now, I am going to copy that Python directory to the DevOps directory. CP-R Python directory. Where you want to copy? DevOps directory. So now this Python directory is going to copy into that DevOps directory. See, just type lsfnl and specify the DevOps directory. See, the Python directory has copied. Right. Now I want to rename the file. Instead of devops.txt, MSS Mithun Software Solutions.txt I want to give. So for that one, we are going to use that mv command. Mv give the file name devops.txt, mss.txt. Okay. So first you have to give the original file name, then you have to give the rename file. Now if you go and see, it has changed that from devops.txt to that mss.txt. It has changed it from devops.txt to mss.txt. Clear? Now I want to move this file to the DevOps directory. Okay. So mv mss.txt, where you want to move? DevOps directory. Execute it. Now if you see, file is moved to that DevOps directory. So if you go and see in the DevOps directory, the mss.txt is there. See, mss.txt file is there. Right? So now you guys know, right? What is the difference between CP command and MV command? You guys has to answer. This is one of the entry question. So it is a basic question, but sometimes you are going to get the basic questions also. Come on, guys. So CP is just for copying the files and directories. MV is going to use it for renaming as well as moving the files. Clear? Very simple. Thank you for your answers. Okay, good. So everyone is participating. Good. So next one is file command. See, so using the file command, we can identify that what type of file. See, in the DevOps directory, we have some files, right? DevOps.txt, mss.txt, test.txt, right? So I want to know that what type of file. So assume you don't have the extension. You don't have the extension. Without extension, can we create the files? Yes, it is possible. It is not a mandatory to give the .txt, .sh and all. Without extension also, you can create the files. So assume we don't have the extension, just we have MSS. I want to know that without opening what type of file. Very simple. File, give the file name. Okay. So I have given the 2 times file command. See, it is giving that empty file. Give that devops.txt. So file, specify the directory name devops.txt. Why? Because this devops.txt file is inside DevOps directory. That's why I'm specifying the directory name also. If it is in current directory, you don't want to specify this one. See, it is saying that ASCII text file. If you observe, for a test.txt, it is giving that empty. For a devops.txt, it is giving that ASCII text file. Why? So the file command is going to check based on the content type inside that particular file. It is going to use that what type of file. See, test.txt file is a empty file. So that's why it is giving that empty. So devops.txt is not empty file. It is having some content, right? So that's why it is giving that ASCII text file. If it is a shell script file, it will give that shell script file, right? So based on the file content, the file command is going to identify and it is going to give that what type of file. Okay. So du. So once again, df. See, this is one hard disk. Okay, xvda2 is one hard disk. Give that file. Use. See, block special. So this is one file name xvda2. This is one hard disk. See, file. So this is the one block file. Right. So with the help of this file command, we can identify what type of file. Clear? So next one is a very important command. Next one and ln command also. wc and ln. See, I have a one file. Okay, switch to the root user. Okay. See here, I have two files are there, and it is having some content. So guys, these are some two files and having some content. To use this content for our demonstration, I switch to the root user. That's all. So I want to see how many lines in this particular file, how many words in this particular line, how many characters are there. For that one, we are going to use the WC word count. wc and give the file name. What will happen? It is going to give that line numbers, words and characters. Line numbers, words and characters. Right. So here first it is going to display that line numbers and words, then characters. I don't know why you unmuted. I want to only display that line numbers. What to do? wc hyphen l and give the file name. Okay, see, it is displaying the line numbers. Okay, so if you want to display that words, wc hyphen w, words, characters, wc hyphen c. See, lines, words, characters. Correct? Na? This is the line numbers. This is the words. This is the characters. Clear? So like this, you can use this wc command. This wc command you can use as a normal user also. Okay? No need to execute as a root user. Just why I have switched to the root user? Root user have some two files in his home directory. That's why. Clear? So next one is so guys, I will tell you that the importance of Linux commands. See, when I got a chance to discuss about WC command, that's why I'm going to share one incident. So one of my friend, he's a Java developer. He got a requirement, so he want to write that one. He has a requirement like he have some files. In that files, he want to know that how many words are there in each file. You have many files are there, hundreds of files are there. That is his requirement, and he was writing a one Java program, and he didn't got that one. So almost he spent one day. So when we are going for a tree break, that time he was saying, today I'm not able to finish the task like that. He was saying, what task? He told me that he explained that requirement. Okay, then I told him. So I went to his workplace. I showed him. Okay, already he was using that Git bash. Okay, just to open the Git bash, it's like mobile term only. And I told him, use that just WC command. And he's very happy. He was very happy. See, guys, that's why I'm saying Linux commands are very important for any IT professional, not only for Linux admins. Any IT professional, Linux commands are very important because in the real time, all our servers are Linux servers only. Most of, not all, most of the servers are Linux servers only. Clear? Next one is ln command. Ln means link. It will create the link between files. It will create the link between files. So what is the use of creating the link between files? When we are going to use the ln command. Anybody idea? Anybody has got a chance to use on the ln command? No? Oh, some guys are already answering. For creating the shortcuts, link command is helpful to share the logs. Yes. Vamshi Krishna. Whatever you have answered na, in the same requirement, I have used this one. Okay. So in the real time, guys, we are going to deploy the applications. Suppose I have deployed that Facebook application, right? So each application have the logs. It is there in somewhere else. Assume it is there in where Facebook Facebook dot log. So this is the log file. As a developer, he don't have the access. As a developer, he don't have access to this particular log file, right? So he want to check that log, check the content, what it is there inside this particular file, because he's getting the errors. Because he's getting the errors. So then what to do? We need to copy this one into some other directory. If you copy this file into some other directory, the moment when you are executing cp command, whatever the content was there, that content is going to copy, right? But this facebook.log file is keep on growing, keep on updating. How that updated content you are going to share? Sir, every time execute the cp command, it is very difficult, right? Then what to do? Very simple. We are going to create a link to this particular file using the ln command. How? Ln, specify the file name. So this is the absolute path. Absolute path means full path. It is going to start with root directory, and where you want to create a link file. Okay, so that file name you have to give, and path also. Suppose if you want to create in the temp directory, so you can give that lntest.txt like this. What will happen after executing this command? It is going to create a one link file called as lntest.txt in the temp directory to this particular file. Now, if this file is going to update automatically, the content is going to update here. The content is going to update here, right? So like that, we are going to share the log files. So this is called as a hard link. Hard link. Okay. So hard link means we have two types of links: hard links and soft links. Soft links are okay. Soft links. Soft links are, we can call it symbolic links. Okay. So here hard links and soft links. Two types of links are there. Sai Krishna is asking, sir, will it read even if we don't have that access to the Facebook tag? So it will give that permissions. Okay. So if you want, you can give the read permissions later. I will show you once. If you create a hard link or soft link, see that what is the original file having and what is the link file having, the permissions in terms of size and that. Okay. So in the hard link, whatever the original file having the properties, text file, the link file also have the same properties. Means original file and link file having same properties. But in the soft link, in the soft link, original file and link file have the different properties in terms of size. So here YF means original file, LN means link file, have different properties. Okay, so we can create the soft links for directories, but not able to create hard links for directories. Can able to create soft link for directories. So if you want to create a soft link, we are going to use that ln-s option. So if you don't specify any option, it will create a hard link. If you specify -s option, it will create a soft link. It will create a soft link. Clear? So that is the difference between soft link and hard links. So if you create a hard link, inode number also same. If you create a soft link, original file and link file have the different inode number. Different inode number. Clear? Okay. So let me create that soft link and hard link. Okay. So what we'll do, we can copy this file. So don't touch these files. I'm going to copy into the EC2 user home directory. Okay. Now go to that home direct EC2 user home directory. There you will see that file name anaconda hyphen. So for this particular file, if you see the owner is root, just change that ownership. So Machendrappa is asking what is inode. Just refer that previous video. Okay, I think yesterday only we discussed it. Ne? No, yes, day before yesterday, first day. So CHMO, yes, CHOWN. Sorry, and give the file name. Okay, now you can log out. So this link file you can create as a normal user also. Okay, so ln file name and ln test.txt. You can create this link file in the same directory or some other directory also. Now if you see, earlier it was 1, so this is a link number. Now if you check it ls-l, it is going to change it to that 2. See, earlier it was 1, right? Now it has changed to the 2. And if you observe this file and this file, do we have any difference in terms of properties? Like see, link number 2, size is 7994 7194, the timestamp, everything is same, guys. Even if you check it, inode number also same. If you observe here, 841228, this one, and 84122868, right? So inode number is the same, right? Size, permissions, everything is same if you create a hard link. Now you are clear, right? So this represent that links. This represent that links. Now, if you change any content in this particular file, automatically you are going to see that updated content in this particular file also. Let me update it. So if you want to update a file, what is the command we are going to use? Yesterday we used in a VI editor. VI, give the file name anaconda-ks.cfg. Hit the enter. Just type I, it will come insert mode. So I am going to type something here. This is the file we are updating. Okay, save it. Now just if you type lsfnl, observe that 7230. I have updated this file. Observe that this file also has changed. Yes or no? Earlier 7194 was there, the size. Now if you want, you can see the content. Okay, cat lntest.txt. So go up. If you see, I have used that. It's a very big file, that's why I used that cat lntest.txt. So I'm displaying the content in this particular file. Observe that this line update. So where I have updated this line, I have updated in anaconda-ks.cfg file. In this file, I have updated. Clear? So this is a hard link. Now I have a one question. I have one file called as a.txt. For this file, I have created one link file called as b.txt. So here b.txt is a link file. b.txt is a link file. So I am creating link file for b.txt. The name is c.txt. Okay. So now if I update the content in a.txt, is it going to reflect in these two files or only b.txt? It will. So if I update the content in b.txt, is it going to reflect in a.txt and c.txt? Yes. Okay. So if you update any file, automatically it is going to update that other files also. Clear? So now I will create a soft link ln-s, okay, anaconda-case.cfg ln soft.txt. Now if you observe, see, this is the soft link file. See, file is starting with L. File is starting with L. This is the original file and this is the link file. If any permission start with L means it is a link file. It is a link file, right? So now the soft link permission, this properties, just if you compare with original file, is it same? No, permissions are different. Link number, see, it is not going to change link. So when you create a hard link, then only it is going to change the number, guys. So this number is going to represent hard links only. Okay, see that size, it is 7230 bytes, but it is only just 15. And if you see, it is pointing to that original file. So means this file created from this particular file. So now if I see the content in lnsoft.txt, it will display cat lnsoft.txt. It will display. See, it is working. What I did, I have executed that cat lnsoft.txt. See, I executed cat lnsoft.txt. Now, if I delete the original file, this is the original file, right, for creating hard link and soft link, just remove it. rm -f anaconda-kf.cfg. I have deleted. Now, if you try to execute cat lnsoft.txt, is it possible? No, it will give the error. See, no such file or directory. But if you use cat lntest.txt, so this is the hard link file. See, still it is working. Means if you delete the original file, still we can able to access the link file. But in soft link, not able to access the link file. Not able to access the link file. Clear? So that is the main difference between hard links and soft links. So if you create a hard link, original file and a link file having same properties, right? Not able to create the hard links for directories. I will show you. inode number also same for original and link file. Even after deleting original file, still you can able to access the link file, right? But if you create a soft link file, if you delete the original file, link is going to be broken. And if you type ls-l and if you see, it is going to blink. See here, it is showing that black color, and it is showing that this broken file, it is blinking. Clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? So let me try to create a link for DevOps hard link. ln python ln test. See, hard link not allowed for directories, but you can create the soft link. -s you can use it. See, now it has created one directory called as ln test. Okay, so it is a, guys, soft link is nothing but it is a shortcut in your windows. See, in your windows, if you right click on any folder, you will see that create shortcut. Yes or no? You will see that create shortcut. So once if you create a shortcut, if you keep that shortcut in any of the folder, once if you click on that one, directly it is going to point to that the original directory. Yes or no? Same like shortcut. Clear? Anybody have any questions on this particular slide? Whatever we discussed so far? No questions? Then we'll go to the other slide. Text editors. Okay. See, if you are using Windows machine, you are using that Notepad, Notepad plus plus, right? Word doc. Like many editors are there. I hope everyone has installed this software Notepad plus plus. Right. So already I have shared one URL which is contains that all the softwares download URLs. Again and again I am sharing n number of times in the chat box. Okay. You can bookmark it. Sai Kiran, can we create a link for the file which is in others user home directory? Yes, if we have the access. As a root user, have the access to all the users file system. As a root user, you can create it. Or if you have the access, you can create it. Can you please share the file one more time? Which file, Baya? Nasima Baya. Hmm? When you are asking the question, be specific. He is saying that file. This is not the file. This is a link, Baya. Okay. Just know the difference between file, link, directory. Clear? These technical words are very very important. So his intention is you want to get this URL, but he is asking that link the file. Okay, so this is not the file. This is a page URL you have to ask. Krishnan is asking, sir, the difference between CP and hard link. See, if you copy the file, it is not going to create a link, right? If the original file is going to update, the copied file is not going to update. But if you create a link file, if the original file is updated, the link file also going to update. Clear? Okay. So now these are the editors we are going to use if you are using the Windows. If you are using the MacBook, this Notepad++ is not supporting. So what I am doing, I am using the TextMate. This TextMate. So whatever I am explaining, this is one editor. So like that, in the Linux we have vi, vim, nano, gedit, like many editors are there. Okay, so we are going to discuss about that vi editor first. So scenario 1, vi. Okay, file name python.txt. So what will happen? First it will check whether python.txt file is available or not. If it is not there, it is going to create it. So it is going to open in command mode. It is going to open in the command mode. When the file is in the command mode, you are not able to update it. What you have to do? Press I. Once if you press the I, it will come into the insert mode. It will come into the insert mode. Then you can type here something, whatever you want. Now I want to save it. Very simple. When the file is in the insert mode, you are not able to save it. What to do? You have to get back to the command mode. For that one, press the escape button. Once if you press the escape button, it will come into the command mode. Then press the colon W. Colon WQ. W means write, Q means quit. Means save and close in our language. Save and close. Okay. Second scenario. vi python.txt. vi python.txt. So Jay Lakshmi is on Jansi Lakshmi is on. Can we create the links without root user? Yes, madam. That is what we discussed na here. See, I have created all these links with the normal user. Okay. So now second scenario. I have opening python.txt file via editor. So by default it is going to open in the command mode. And I have pressed that I, so it came into the insert mode. I have updated some hello to the hi. Many places I have updated. Later I have realized that I don't want to update it. Without saving, I want to close it. Without saving, I want to close it. So for that one, press that escape button. It will come into that command mode. Then colon Q exclamation mark you have to use it. So just simply if you use the Q, it is not going to close. Why? Because we have to forcefully close it without saving. That's why I'm using that exclamatory mark. So exclamatory mark means forcibly closing. In Telugu, exclamatory mark means what is the meaning? Hmm? What is the meaning of exclamatory mark? So it's like so here. Uh, So Harish, I'm in class. I will get back to you. Okay. Okay. అదే ఎందుకు అయిపోయినట్టుంది ఇది. Mhm. Yes, sir. Sorry guys. So some issue with network. It has. I think you can able to hear me now, right? Okay. So once if you press that escape button, it will come into the command mode. So here we are using that exclamatory mark. So it is going to forcibly going to close, right? So without saving. So this is the second scenario. So the third scenario is I have opened, okay, python.txt file, okay, and I didn't type that I also, okay, I didn't type I. So I want to close it. Very simple. Colon Q, colon Q. That's all. You don't want to use that exclamatory mark in this case. Okay. So let me do that one. So VA. See, I have connected to the Linux server, guys. So if you want confirm whether you have connected or not, just execute the uname command. VA python.txt. Okay. See, it is showing that new file means you don't have that earlier this file name python.txt. Just type I, it will come insert mode. Then you can write something. Hello guys, editors are very important. Save it. See, right now file is in the insert mode. When the file is in the insert mode, can you able to save it? No. Okay. Escape. Press the escape button. So once if you press the escape button, hello guys, can you able to hear me? Guys, guys, can you able to hear me? Okay, thank you. So I'm connecting. I have connected. So vi python eh, python dot txt. See, it is saying already you have this file, found a swap file by the name this one. So because we have opened this one, but we didn't close it properly. So that time it is going to create a one swap file. What you will do, if you want, you can delete it. Okay, rm-f this swap file. Now you can execute va python dot txt. Okay, so just type I, it will come in chat mode. Hello guys, editors are important. Save it. Now, if you see the content, we'll use that cat command, cat python.txt. See, you can see the content. Now, what I am going to do, I will use that va again python.txt. So it is already there, right? See, it is showing that 2 lines, 29 characters. It is not showing that new file because it is already there, right? So now I have typed I, so it came into the insert mode. So instead of hello, I have updated hi. I assume many places you have updated. Now after I have updated, I have realized that I don't want to save it. I don't want to save this file. Escape colon q exclamatory mark. Okay, you have to use the exclamatory mark. Enter. Now if you see the content, see, it is not updated with hi, right? So if you don't want to update the file and you want to close it, you have to use the exclamatory mark. Clear? Now I am going to open the file va python.txt. See, and I didn't type I. Okay, I want to close this file. Very simple. Colon q. Hit the enter. Right. So like this, you can update the files. You can create the files using the vi editor. Clear, guys? So now I have vim editor. Vim. Okay. Test.py. Py means Python. .py means Python. Hit the enter. What it is saying? Command not found. Okay. So means, is it wrong command? No, right? Vim is the correct command. Even though it is saying command not found. What to do? You have to install that one. How to install it? So tomorrow we are going to discuss vim editor, right? And nano. We'll continue in tomorrow class. Clear? And also we are going to discuss about this text reading and display related commands. Clear? So guys, you guys has to check that all the updates in the Skype group, and you have to discuss all the technical discussions in the Skype group only. Post all the issues in the Skype group. Clear? Okay. So who are not there in that Skype group, let me know. I will add it. So who are paid the fee still, if you are not in Skype group, let me know. I will add it. Okay. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. So how many hours of Unix? This line is comments. 15 hours. Okay, even next week also it will be there. Thank you guys.